Okay, so we're gonna make real simple carbonara. We're gonna do it my way. This is guanciale. We have it here in our shop at Birch and Boar. Comes like this. Plenty of nice rich fat. And it has a different flavor than bacon or pancetta, which other people have used, which also is very delicious. I like to cut it into little strips and then again into little lardons. You see all that fat's going to render out when we go to sear it off. It's going to be a lot of our flavor for our carbonara. So the more porky and flavorful piece of meat you use, I find the better carbonara you get. It is a little funkier than pancetta. We age ours for probably 3 to 6 months. Our pigs are fed a local diet because we believe in the whole local food system. So our pigs are fed local peas and grains, some apples, and the high fat, high protein diet they get, which is indicative to the local climate, lends to great muscle development as well as a really intense flavor, which just makes our products so uniquely Prince George, also so unique to Prince George. So someone else is doing it. So there's our lardons, and I like to mise it all up. So I got these containers here.
So we can get all of our mise en place.
Mise en place. Everything in its place. Do our garlic and onions together. I always find if you pass over garlic too much, you kind of ruin the flavor a little bit. So I always try and do the littlest bit. So I crush it, release a lot of that allicin, just a chemical in the garlic, and I'll do 1 or 2 more passes. Now you can do like garlic paste. You can take your knife and mash it on the side of it, make it real smooth and creamy. But I like to have these tiny chunks of garlic. I like to have them kind of render out in my olive oil on my sauce.
Yeah.
All right, now the tear jerker. Now you can cut into the core. I usually trim up a little bit more. However, the closer you get to the core or the knot, the more bitter it is.
And the more tears you get.
Yeah. I add a little butter to my carbonara. I make sure it's cold. It kind of helps me keep it from burning, overheating. I add a little bit of cube butter. This butter is a fantastic butter. It's a grass-fed salted butter, Rolling Meadows dairy. Just a couple of pats. We'll just kind of fold into our sauce. Okay, cheese. I like to use 2 kinds of cheese for my carbonaras. Right now we have the Emma brand, Parmesan Reggiano and Pecorino. I find Pecorino has a little bit of a funk to it, kind of a bite, kicks back. So I usually do 2 Parm to 1 Pecorino when I'm grating it all up. But play with your own combination. Some people like Asiago. I think they're crazy, but hey, your carbonara. Now we're doing enough for 2 carbonaras. I would like to say it's 1.5 eggs per person for a carbonara, so I've always done. So I like to use the best quality egg I can get. Like I want to use the best butter, the best meat, the best cheese. And the reason for that is carbonara stands on 3 points. It stands on your noodle, your egg, and your pork. Now for the final egg, I can do the whole egg in there, but I like to take just the yolk to add some richness. And I'll do 2 yolks instead of 1 whole egg. 2 yolks is about 50 grams, an average egg, 60 grams. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons or so of olive oil, really nice olive oil. This is the Maison Orfi, it's for pastas and pizzas. Extra virgin, it's cold pressed, of course. This will help keep the eggs a little more separate, give me a little more time so they don't cook, and help me add to that kind of creaminess when to reduce almost to like a custard. I'm also gonna add a little bit of our Parm mixture now. I'm not going to season it now. Some people do add their salt to it. I know this whole it makes your eggs gray thing. I've never seen that in 20 years of doing this. I always season a Parm at the very end because you never know how salty it's going to be. Because guanciale's got a lot of salt in it. So I like coarse pepper for my carbonara.
That's what I call mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
I think your mortar and pestle can break down my mortar and pestle.
So these are toasted black peppercorns. Use the best pepper I could find, which is a Campote pepper. Probably the best black pepper on the market.
Nice.
It's very floral, it's a little sweet, has a lot of heat that lingers. So about that course. You can go finer if you don't like chunks of pepper. I like that texture, that bite. Beautiful seasoned cast
black as night.
Black as night. Set it to medium high. We're using induction. Obviously, if you don't have one, not a big deal. If you don't have a cast iron pan, not a big deal. So I normally don't cook with olive oil very often, but that's why we're going at a medium high heat so I don't burn the oil.
You don't get the smoke point.
Yeah. I'm going to grab a little bit of our pasta water while I wait. And that's our completed mise en place. So you see how you start to see a little bit of wisps? We're going down and heat a little bit. Those wisps are indicative that the olive oil is starting to come to temp. So these are our guanciale lardons we cut up beforehand. Now there's two schools of thought. If you find the guanciale is too salty, you can blanch it with some water to pull some of the salt out, and it's pre-rendered. I find that's why I don't season my eggs or anything like that as well, because this guanciale has a lot of that heat already in it. See how they're getting nice and translucent? That's how you know it's properly cured, like a lardo. All that pork cheek and all that meat. So we're gonna get these nice and crispy, and then we're gonna add our. I'm gonna remove from the pan. We're gonna add our onions and our garlic. Now in a restaurant, I actually would use another pan for this part. Pre-crisp all the lardons, probably in an oven. And that way my pan never looks dirty, because all these wonderful scrapings, which is just more flavor. You won't do that in a restaurant. The reason why you don't do that, it doesn't look as pretty. All right, I'm gonna go down to low heat now. So my onions are nice and translucent. Beautiful. I'm gonna toss our noodles in now. Really off the heat now. The noodles are mixed.
Add a little pasta water.
A little pasta
A
water.
little bit of butter.
Bit of butter. Butter's gonna help me cool it all down. You start to see it's getting kind of creamy, coming together. Lardons here. And remember, it's looking to get scrambled. That's actually just the cheese starting to come apart. And as that butter melts, I'll know how hot it's getting. If that butter instantly melts, I know it's a real hot pan, right?
Right.
Butter will melt before eggs cook.
Time for some cheese.
Time for some more cheese. We'll hit it with our pepper now.
Parsley?
Just a little parsley. I actually like using carrot tops or chervil. So good. Olive oil.
I like how you did that dash. It was almost like toss it in like a.
And that's it, buddy. Gotta make sure you get the garganelli, or from the cavatelli, the cotticino.
Oof.
That's money. Money all day.
Yeah.
Funky, peppery, little salty, super rich. Make that for Mother's Day, everyone will be super happy. Everything from scratch too. Come down to Birch and Boar and you mention this video, I'll give you 10% off your guanciale.
There you go.